What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and we are back again to talk a little bit about Scream 7. Now, look, we don't have a thousand different things to talk about, and in reality, you could say, Alex, are you really going to talk about this? I think it's worth it, because I feel this really captures a lot of the energy that the Scream fandom can bring, this kind of excitement over a Reese's, and that's how I say it. I know there's different ways of saying that brand of candy. We have a TikTok ad that is promoting it, and it's pretty simple. I mean, in the beginning, you see Ghostface, you hear the scary movie line, freaking awesome. And then, obviously they go into like selling the chocolate, which is probably important for a chocolate TikTok. And then at the end, they talk about, watch Scream 7 in theaters February 27th. Not mind-blowing, but I feel like, you know what? I kind of feel like it is. I kind of feel like I'm in that mood, and something as simple as this, it can get me going. Now, technically, there is a few things to talk about here. Number one, this is seemingly the official logo for Scream 7. Beyond just hearing Ghostface and seeing it and like thinking about the promotion or marketing, which we'll talk about in a second, this is the logo that we had seen. Like you had when they say like take one or whatever, you have that. And those tend to be different than the actual like logo for the movie, right? We saw that with like Scream 2 and it became Scream 6, right? So they can kind of do different things on set versus what the actual logo is. But then I think there were some like behind the scenes slip ups, right? Because we saw, I think on whether it was TikTok or Instagram or whatever, we saw like hoodies and kind of paraphernalia, right? That they were giving to the cast and crew when they wrapped. And specifically like the hoodies and I think like things like lanyards or whatever, you could see the logo, and I believe it's the exact same logo. So they're going away from that 3D style of Scream 5 and 6, which I'll be real, I actually kind of like that. I like the pop, I would say. I do like, kind of being more in line, and it is, with Scream 1 through 4. And I know like Brittany Vinyl on Twitter has posted like, here's all the logos. I will say Scream 5 continues to really stand out. A couple different things stand out, because now you have 5 that doesn't do anything, right? It's just Scream. And then you have 6 that uses the M as a Roman numeral. I actually kind of like that. I actually kind of think that's fun. But now that's also the only one that used a Roman numeral, right? So instead of 7 having a Roman numeral, now it's just like the number 7. So the last little while, and look, I'm not one of these back and forth like Scream 5 and 6 was great, then it's terrible, then it's great. I've said my piece on those. But I will say, like, the logos, not that they maybe necessarily mean anything, to be honest, to begin with, but there's been a lot of back and forth, right? Like, we experimented with no number, then we tried a Roman numeral, which I thought was cool, but both of those also had, like, the more pop-out 3D style, and now we're more, like, flat, and now we're back to a number, like an actual, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like an actual number. So that's cool, at least, right? So you have that seemingly locked in. I mean, I guess if you go by Reese's promotion. And then I guess you have the fact that, okay, well, if you haven't believed the rumors of just the promotion, right? I mean, there's the rumors of like the movie itself that I do not want to get into, and I have not seen myself, so I don't want to really invite that in. But if you didn't believe the rumors of like, yeah, September is it, like they're really going to start it, I think this should be a hint enough, right? When you have like a chocolate thing, kind of using Scream as marketing, or Scream maybe using the chocolate as marketing, that clearly is showing like, oh, it's game time. You and we've said it 1,000 times, you really should not let October go by without, and whether you have a trailer ready or you want to do a teaser trailer in September and like a full trailer in November, which is kind of still that prevailing thought, that's fine. But you got to use October, right? Like that's, Spirit Halloween and all this merchandise. I get anything that when I go out and I go to Spirit Halloween every year, if I see Ghostface stuff and I don't have it already, chances are I get like 4 out of 5 things that I see. So I saw there was like a shirt at Spirit Halloween I'm going to try to get. So you got to use October. And so to start it now is great. And again, I mean, like the rumors already indicate like we could be getting a trailer in a couple days. We could be getting it next week. But if you didn't believe that, or if you missed that, okay, well now like you're having these kind of ads for your hearing Ghostface, all that stuff, where I think we're going to start seeing that, more and more as we go through September, and then when we actually get into, more of a horror month. So it's pretty much it. I am pretty pumped, and again, it's I think that is kind of like the special thing, like all jokes aside, but also kind of still joking. Like I think that's kind of the power of Scream, and it shows me at least how much I guess I'm obsessed with it, how much I love it. Is that like a Reese's commercial could get me excited about a movie where it's like mentioned in the first like 3, 4, 5 seconds, and I guess at the end for 3, 4, 5 seconds. That shows true power, right? When that's not even the focus, but that's kind of the thing we all talk about. And I think that's kind of special. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.